Max Verstappen responds to F1 critics as he barely reads anything about own sport. What's the sequence of the events? Stay tuned to find out. And we've got some exciting Formula news for you, so stick around until the end to catch all the latest updates. Welcome to Formula Every Day. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Silencing critics. Max, can Verstappen stay on top? Max Verstappen has admitted that his interest in following Formula One media has significantly waned, even as he continues to dominate the sport. The Dutch Red Bull driver, who secured his third consecutive World Championship title, now faces growing pressure from McLaren's Lando Norris, despite having built a commanding lead over his British rival earlier in the season. The tide has turned for Red Bull since the summer, with the team experiencing a noticeable dip in performance. This decline coincides with the FIA's regulatory changes related to asymmetrical braking torque systems. These modifications sparked a wave of rumors, with some speculating that Red Bull had been unfairly benefiting from an illegal braking setup. However, the FIA promptly refuted these claims, clarifying that there is no truth to any team using a banned system. Reflecting on the swirling rumors, Verstappen dismissed the chatter as part of the sport. Speaking to motorsport.com, he said, "People always come up with different stuff. It's really bizarre, but it is what it is. It's part of the game. I don't waste time on all those stories. I've been in F1 for 10 years now, and honestly, I barely read anything about F1 anymore." He went on to say that while he's occasionally made aware of the media narratives, it doesn't bother him. "Sometimes someone will tell me, 'Did you see what so-and-so said?' But people can think what they want. I'm not going to waste my energy on that." The Red Bull driver has also hit back at his rivals, particularly after McLaren CEO Zak Brown made bold claims about the team's struggles. Brown suggested that Red Bull had become destabilized in recent months and even characterized the team environment as toxic. Verstappen responded firmly, though without naming names, saying, "People that say all sorts of stuff should focus on their own team." That's not aimed specifically at Zak Brown, by the way. It applies to everyone. "I'm just focusing on myself, and I think others should do the same." Verstappen's competitive edge appears to have dulled slightly, with the Red Bull star failing to claim victory in the last 8 Grands Prix. His last win came in June at the Spanish Grand Prix, a drought that has allowed Norris to close the gap in the Drivers' Championship standings. Norris, who has been in scintillating form, won 2 of the last 4 races and now sits just 52 points behind Verstappen with 6 races remaining in the season. The United States Grand Prix, scheduled for next weekend, will see the 2 rivals go head-to-head once again. As the season approaches its finale, both Verstappen and Norris are firmly in the hunt for the 2024 world title, with the competition intensifying at this crucial stage. While Verstappen has largely ignored the noise around him, Norris' rise has injected a fresh sense of excitement into the championship, as fans eagerly anticipate whether the young Briton can sustain his momentum and topple the reigning champion. The final stretch promises to be a nail-biting showdown between 2 of the sport's brightest stars. In our view, Max Verstappen's approach to tuning out the media and external distractions is not only understandable but also indicative of his maturity as a seasoned competitor. After 10 years in Formula One, Verstappen seems to have developed a thick skin, focusing solely on his performance rather than getting entangled in the rumors and narratives that swirl around the sport. His response to criticism, particularly from figures like Zak Brown, shows his confidence and self-assuredness. Rather than engaging in public spats, Verstappen wisely chooses to concentrate on what matters most, his racing and his team. This mindset is crucial for any top athlete, especially in a high-stakes, pressure-filled environment like Formula One. However, the shift in dynamics between him and Lando Norris is undeniable. As Norris continues to gain ground, Verstappen's dominance is being seriously challenged, and for the first time in a while, he faces a real threat. Red Bull's recent slump and McLaren's resurgence have created a more level playing field, which makes the remaining races even more thrilling. Whether Verstappen can regain his form or whether Norris will complete his meteoric rise is one of the most exciting narratives in the current F1 season. It feels like a real turning point for both drivers, and the drama is far from over. What do you think about Max Verstappen's approach to ignoring media criticism and focusing solely on racing? And with Lando Norris closing in on the championship, do you think this season could mark a turning point in F1? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what your opinion. See you soon.